And we're live. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to the carpet stream. Before we continue with the carpet, I want to show you something. Sorry. My roommate just finished making this for me. And what is this? It is a lamp. You can change color, you can change brightness. My chroma key goes completely wild. So I have a new lamp now. Thank you to my flatmate. This is very sweet. This will help me a lot. And also, it is programmable. So I could potentially like make it do some weird animations, or maybe even hook it up to chat or something, so chat could change colors of the lamp by voting or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is really sweet. Thank you. So let's place it here, right? Oh no. No, my face. My beautiful face. So I guess I shouldn't use green or blue. Wait, actually. Oh no, you can see my room just a little. It's kind of weird. I would probably have to set up my lighting later. Oof. So I guess purple is good for the chroma key because it will not be keyed out, or maybe just white, just bright white light. Yeah, that's actually a problem. If I let chat change colors, then I wouldn't be able to use green because it will be keyed out. What's the best place for it? I don't know. I probably would have to do it off stream to get the best possible lighting setup. I think this is nice. Yeah? What do you think? Just some orange color. Just to make it a little warmer. My face is split in two now. Yeah, I will play with it later off stream. But again, thank you to my flatmate for this. This is incredible. He's precious. All right, let's start with, not start, we have already started today. Let's continue with the carpet. So one thing I wanted to make is one thing I want to change is actually the pixelation, because I thought about it and I don't actually like how it's very squarey. It doesn't feel like a fuzzy carpet. So I'm gonna increase the randomness on this Voronoi texture. This one. That generates those segments. So see, that looks much more fuzzy. Even though we're losing this like grid-like structure, I think this is better, just for the look of it. So I might increase the hardness of the normals. Let's see it in a lighting setup. So here's our light. Let's lower it a little bit. I'm pretty sure the carpet shouldn't give off any speculars because it consists of little tiny fibers, and any speculars that it would give, I'm pretty sure it would be lost. So I think that will be a pretty safe bet to lower the specular to 0. So it looks much more mate. It's interesting. I have roughness at 1. I still have a lot of specular here. Maybe not completely to 0. I don't know. Maybe a little, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Not sure about this one. So, and also I could play with the hardness of the normals in the bump here. If I increase it, it should be a little more strong. Although I think it was pretty strong already. So if I look at it this close, it obviously doesn't look that good. But I'm not going to be looking at it this close. It should be much farther away. And actually, I have an idea for the final final shot. I'm probably not gonna give it out just yet. We'll try to do it after I finish with the carpet itself. But I think you might like it. It's pretty funny. Alright, Blum Blum, how's the music? I mean the volume. Can you hear me? Because I listened to the last stream and I thought music was a little bit too loud. Tell me if I need to change it. Let's go back here. And let's think. What do I want to do next? What I want to do next? I could try to fill this with the same pattern, but have it like let it have a darker red. That would be pretty easy. Not sure if it would look good, but we can try. So I'm gonna be using the same noise here. It's barely here. Well, tell me if I need to raise it up too. And the mask for it will be a combination of the center mask and the corner mask, but inverted. So I'm gonna have another one of the center mask and another one of the corner mask. I'm getting a lot of those. Starting to get a little bit confusing. Maybe I should tag them in some way. Yeah. So again, I'm gonna combine them. With maximum. Then I'm gonna invert it. I can invert it by doing subtraction. Maybe because of my phone. Well, yeah, I don't know. My volume is separated from your volume. Like I'm controlling my own volume, so I'm not sure how comfortable is it for you. So I could use an invert node, but invert node works in colors. Now feels right to just subtract from one because actually no, it would be much more readable if I use invert, because you look at invert and you know exactly what it do. And then I still need to use this mask here. I could use the same one I used for the corners because I want these lines to match up. So I'm gonna use it and do the multiplication. Here's our final mask that I'm gonna again use. Since I'm using a new color, I will create a new mix RGB node here. And this mask I just made will be the vector. This looks horrible. This looks very messy. Okay, so let's see what it does. I obviously need to change the color. Wait, something's wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot to multiply the mask with the pattern here. So let's do this. Let's take the pattern. It's multiplying, so yeah, I could just steal that from here and join it here. Let's see. Yep. So it obviously uses the wrong thresholds here, but I can fix that. Should be a little off. And here should be a little off too. Here we go. I think it's fine. I like how it looks. It breaks the solid color a little. Could maybe change the color to a darker one. No, that's too dark. Yeah, it probably should be something like this. Also, I was thinking maybe this pattern would look a little more floral. It would if it would had like round flowers. Not, I don't know, like, you know. Just let me do it and you'll see. So my idea was to use Voronoi texture again to create like round shapes and sprinkle them through this area. I'm not sure how it would look like. Maybe it will not work. But there's only one way to know. Okay, this is our twisty texture, and we will also have a Voronoi texture. Let's use 3D, I think. Yeah, 3D should be enough. So again, we're using this vector. I don't like how this mapping works. I made it for the time looping, but it looks bad, so I'm gonna delete it for now. I'm gonna come back to the looping later and do it a bit differently. Alright, let's use this vector to create a Voronoi texture. So here we have those cells again, and to get like circular patterns, we could again use the threshold. Like this. The smaller the threshold, the smaller the circles, and also there's less of them. You could also try to make them a little more interesting by placing like a offset dot in them. You know, like if I just place it in the center, it would look like a circle, but if I place it a little bit off to the side, it might look a bit more flowery. Not sure. And the way to make it is essentially, since this is a 3D Voronoi texture, it's like right now it makes actually spheres, not circles, and we only see an intersection of this 3D space filled with spheres. So if I place a smaller sphere inside this large sphere and offset it a little, it will give me this pattern. And a way to do that is, I guess, use the position option again, because right now I'm measuring the distance to the center of the cell, and I need to measure the distance to a little bit off the center. So again, I did that with something before. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, when I was making the fibers. I need to get the difference between this and this, and then I can find distance here it is, distance with like slight offset to the side. So if I compare this to this, oh, it doesn't work. Nice. Because it's not a subtraction. In theory, this should look the same, but I guess not. So see, it's like the same circles, but I can move them a little. Those are a little smaller, but that's what I want. So if I subtract this from that, I'll get a pattern like this. So right now they all look in the same direction. Kind of look like ice. Might be a little bit too creepy. They look in the same direction, but if I rotate this vector randomly, I mean this one here, I can make them look in the different directions. So again, let's use the mapping and see if I do this, nothing happens. Nice. Well, they do rotate in Y for some reason. Oh, now it works. Googly eyes carpet. Yeah, put googly eyes on everything. Ooh, that might actually work an idea too. Well, I'm gonna tell you later what I have in mind. We'll see. Okay, so if I randomize this, then they all will look in the different directions. So to do that, I can use this color option, because this color option gives a different color. Oh, hello, non-binary friend. I didn't realize it was you. You should blink to the music when everything starts moving. Yeah, can make a creepy carpet. Okay, so this color is unique. Well, not unique, but random for every cell, and every circle that we have is contained in this cell, in one of those cells. So we can use this color to rotate them. If we split HSV, which is hue saturation value, I was working with these colors a little bit before, and I can say that saturation value is not very nicely. Wait, let's combine. We need separate. Yeah, saturation value is not very nicely distributed. You can see the saturation is kind of bright. Value is kind of bright too, but hue is pretty nice as a distribution. So it uses the hues from all the color wheel. So I would use hue for the randomization. So what I could do is hook this hue value into the Z value of the rotation, and again multiply it by 2 pi. So in the perfect world it would distribute everything across the circle, but I don't think it works really well. At least when I tried it before, it didn't. So instead of doing this, instead of multiplying it by 2 pi, I'm gonna just multiply it by a large number. So I would make the distribution very, very large, so it will span the circle multiple times. And on average, everything will end up equally likely on different parts of the circle. So let's multiply it by big number, like 1,000. Now they all look in the different directions. That's kind of even more creepier. Alright, let's try to combine that with the floral pattern and see if it looks nice. I'm still not sure if it will. So here is our floral pattern, and so we need to combine this with maximum. Doesn't really work as well, does it? Okay, what if so now if in the dark parts of the flower you can see through and still see the pattern under it, what if I do this subtraction afterwards? So first I'm gonna find a maximum here, and then I'm gonna subtract this from here. I don't see it at all. Nice. Wait, am I subtracting the same thing? Yes. That shouldn't be happening. That's weird. Oh, yeah, I mixed them up. Should be like this. Here you go. A little bit noisy. A little bit noisy. That's for sure. Maybe I could add a little dark outline. So like have a third circle. And again, first I will subtract this third circle. Let's use clamp here so it stays in 0 to 1 range. Alright, the shader gets so complex that the time to compile it is noticeable now. Might slow down our work a little. Actually, I like this. Now it looks nice. What do you think? It breaks the pattern a little. I think it's pretty cool. It's not exactly floral, but I think it's cool. I don't probably need it on this part because it is very low contrast, so I don't think it needs to have those. But I think it's pretty cool here. It looks much more handmade now than it was before. Noisy eyes. This is getting weirder by the second. It's supposed to be weird. That's our goal. Actually, like, we should use like Twitch speak. Like, I have no idea. I'm so new to Twitch. I barely was on any streams myself. So if I use Twitch speak, that would be cringe. I like the way it looks. Thank you. This is a neat carpet. Thank you, Blom Blom. I wish I could print it, have it here. I could print it on paper, but you know, that wouldn't really be a carpet. Reminds me a bit of a motherboard. Huh. Maybe if I change colors, it would be sort of like a motherboard. Alright, let's move to the border. Let's add some pattern here. So again, I will be probably using some sort of noise. Ooh, that's a lot of nodes. Should organize it all. Made a spider. I can't even zoom out. That's the maximum I can zoom out. I should probably split them into groups. It's more look like a box of Nards game. I don't think it's called Nards in English, actually. It's backgammon, I think. Well, it's also lighting, right? Maybe it's too high contrast, actually. Maybe I should change the colors a little to be more similar to each other in terms of how bright everything is. Maybe this white is a bit too bright. Yeah, let's try to change that. Is this the one? No, I like the previous color. Oh, also I noticed that this white outline should probably go around the whole carpet, like a tiny little outline, so that it continues here. So let's add a point here, a stop. I think it's called a stop, and we'll use the same color. Which is this one. Actually, could I copy as a driver? No, I can't. Weird. Is it because it's a node? No, I can copy a number, but I cannot copy a color. Alright. Oh, no, it's on the wrong side. Let's move it. Oh, not this one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I cannot select it. Here we go. So these colors should be similar too, right? Yeah, I changed this one, but didn't change this one. It's kind of a shame you cannot plug in colors for the color ramp, because I cannot link them. I cannot make them use one single source. I could probably do that by hand somehow, by writing a driver. I'm not sure. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I was going to make... Whoops. What happened? Nothing happened, it's all fine. I was going to make the pattern for the border here. So let's do that. Again, I'm gonna use some sort of a noise function. Probably Musgrave again. To be honest, I'm not sure what the word Musgrave means. Is this a name? Is this some sort of class of mathematical something? This is too far away. Here we go. Okay, so now this is an interesting one because I wanted to repeat with some frequency while going towards the center, and also I want it to be mirrored on edge. So like two same patterns meet at the edge and they like look mirrored. So I cannot just use this position here. I should change it. I should do some maths to it. Let's change the detail to 1. Let's change the scale to be a little bit bigger. Okay, so how do I do it? Remember how we split the UV here, here, to X and Y and got the minimum. So minimum is our distance to the edge. So we will need that to repeat our pattern. Not repeat our pattern, but just use it as one of the coordinates, because we don't actually want to sample in UV space. We want to sample in like edge space, because near this edge we want the pattern to go like here. Near this edge we want this pattern to go like here. So this will be one of our coordinates. And the other coordinate will be, unsurprisingly, the maximum. Musgrave is most likely a mossy road walked by a mouse. That's why I chose to. But why is there a grave there? It sounds dark now. Gravel. Oh, gravel. Okay, yes. So let's look at this maximum. What it does? Nothing, because I didn't connect. Oh no, this is dark stream. Yeah, we're making the creepy carpet and we're talking about graves. It is a dark stream. Okay, so this is our minimum dimension, so it goes away from the edge. And this is our maximum dimension. It goes away from the other edge. So it increases as we move away from the furthest edge from the point. If I combine it back into a vector, the pattern will look like this. See, it's mirrored across the 45-degree angle, and it looks the same here as it looks here. So now to make it repeat, we have to do some more maths. I might need to open Paint for this to explain exactly how it works. Paint stream. Sorry. Okay, so we have our... this is the edge of our carpet, and the pattern goes into this direction and should repeat in this direction. So we have a value of, say, x, and we need to get the value of x1, right, to sample our noise. So by default, if we just take X, X1 will be the same as X. Let's change the color, pink. So it just goes linearly, like this. This X1 equals X. So I wanted to repeat, and to repeat I could use the modulo operator. Modulo operator like takes, divides the number by some other number and takes the remainder, and you get this remainder. So for example, let's say, whoa, no, give me back the pink color. Well, it's gone. Let's say here's the 1, and if I take modulo 1, if I take x, make it modulo 1, and use that as x1, it will look like this. It will repeat every time we walk 1 unit across the x-axis, along the x-axis. Should have changed the color for this. Anyway, but this way it will change abruptly at this point where the floor operation happens. So we need to, at the middle point, we need to make it go back like this. So it makes a triangle wave. To do that with maths, what I can do is I can subtract 0.5, which is half of 1, from this, which will make it look like this. And then use, then make the absolute value of that. So this part here that goes below 0 flips. So I actually get an offset triangle wave, not the one I painted before. So again, the operations are modulo, then subtract half of our modulo number, and then take the absolute, and we'll get this, which is exactly what we want. Let's do that in Blender. So we need to only do that with the maximum axis, because that's the one in which the pattern should repeat. So to do that, again, we'll take modulo. Where is it? Here it is. And I'm not gonna specify the number here. I'm gonna make a separate node. Let's say 1. Plug it here. So you see it now it repeats, but as I was showing on the graph, it changes abruptly. There is no transition between those. So next we have to do the subtraction of modulo number divided by 2. So that's why I separated it, so I can use it twice. Let's divide it by 2 and subtract it from here. And we're taking the absolute of that, and that will be our final number. Here we go. Now it repeats, and it doesn't change abruptly. It kind of changes sort of abruptly, but it will not be as noticeable when we take a threshold, when we don't see those halftones. So I could actually, to change what part of pattern I see here, I could also add something to this vector here. And also I could animate it this way. So now let's take the threshold as we do. That's the wrong node. Less than. We also will have to create a new mask to restrict it to the edge, to the border. Oof. Okay, let's do it. Actually, might be time to group it actually. I have the same setup there. I could just use this. If I multiply it with this, get the mask. It should look like this. So again, to add another color, we will make a new mix RGB node. This will be our mask. Ooh, that's a long one. Let's see how it looks. It's not what I wanted. Yeah, this is correct. I just need to change the mask here. Yeah, now I can just change this pattern and will give me different kinds of repeating patterns on the edge. Let's stick with this one for now. Okay, so I should do something with the node structure because I'm scrolling a lot. Let's see. Let's break it into groups. I don't need this. Wait a second. I should enable D&D on my phone. Sorry for that. The realities of using your phone as a camera. You should probably get a webcam at some point. The good ones are expensive, so probably not very soon. Here we go. I'm back. Okay, so what next? Maybe I should... I don't want to add the same pattern into here too. So I probably should use something else to fill this with detail. I could try to use Voronoi again. and split it into like segments. Oh yeah, I wanted to clean up my node tree. Okay, so what's this? This is the ice. So let's group all this. So we will have the distance to the ice as different outputs. To the, not the ice, but different parts of ice. Have a great stream. Got to go. Bye. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Group input. So let's rename it to. Wait, that's not right. How do I rename the group? Not sure about this. Oh, here we go. Let's rename it to ice. I'm actually calling them ice now. They were supposed to be flowers. So those are combined here. Not gonna group that. Actually, let's call different parts of ice. So first one is the whites. Second one is blacks, and third one is outlines. Let's rename them. White, black, outline. Here we go. Okay, so this is really confusing. It's already in the group. I don't think I could do something about it. I'm not sure if I can make nested groups. Probably can. Can I? Yeah, I think I can. I think I used nested groups for the labyrinth. Color mixing part. This is the normals. This is the ambient occlusion, which is the last step we do. I'm pretty sure there was like a way to quickly jump between parts of the node graph, or was it in Unreal? Maybe it was. Okay, what was that? Didn't end up using it. Oh, that's the center one. Didn't hear the last question. Which question? I don't remember. You can... I don't know if you can rewind stream. You probably can. You will miss out on all the fresh stuff happening live, of course, but you can do that for a few seconds. I'm cleaning up anyway. It's not like something exciting is happening. Not on the phone. Okay, got it. Okay, this is a little bit better. It's still a mess, but you know, cannot spend the whole stream clean up. Okay. So I wanted to do something with this. Maybe I could add different levels of cutout here, cutoff, so that it would look like a layered sort of thing. So here's our first less than, so I would need to make a bunch of those. Shift it a little inside. That will be a different color. Actually, like, so we don't have to link it all the way up every mask. I could probably compose the colors here. If they're all layered, yeah, I could do that. And then move it up. Just so I don't have to scroll up and down all the way every time. Okay, let's use mix RGB. What was our base color here? Take that. Actually, let's combine it with this one. Like this. And this will be our first mix. This will be our second mix. Then this color will go all the way up and will be mixed instead of this. And yeah, we need to use, we don't need to multiply this anymore, we just need to use the mask. Because, well, we already have the colors we want. And this will be our new color. This is a mess. Yeah, something like this. Let's see. Weird. Not sure about this one. Still need more detail. Should still fill this with something. Well, actually, let's make an experiment. Let's try to do this. Let's try to use this pattern again. Not sure if I'm gonna like it, but let's combine it with a third threshold that will be inside the smaller part. Oh no. Here we go. Where was it? This one, right? Yeah. So let's bring it down here and multiply it? with our mask. Oh no. Here you go. Alright, and use this as another color, which will be the same as this one. And this will be our mask. Oh, this is weird. I don't really like it. Ooh, no, no, no. Oh, it's not good because the pattern doesn't repeat. I would have to copy this. Actually, yeah, let's copy this here and use our modified coordinates to sample it so it repeats. And then I could use different threshold to make it different width. Still looks weird. There's a face in there. Oh no. Okay. Ooh. No, I don't like this. Don't like how it looks. I'm sorry, but I just don't. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, that was simple. Now that was great. Perfect. Yeah. That was so easy. Wow. No, I don't think this pattern really fits here. Maybe, maybe I'll give it a last chance to be a little like this, so it doesn't completely touch. That's a little better. That's a little better. Okay. Okay. Actually, I think it's fine from distance. If I change the scale. Yeah, I think it's all right. Like from the distance, it looks fine. What do you think? Should maybe probably move this edge a little up. Yeah, I like this. I like this. All right. I think it looks like a carpet. Yeah, good. That's the goal here. It's actually great that it does. So we could add a little bit more small details, like maybe like repeating sort of circular thing on the borders here, so just so they don't look like completely same color. Actually, let's try to use to make different fibers look a little bit different, like randomize color just a little bit. To do that, we will be using this, the color from our original Voronoi, and we're gonna be using it right at the end, right before we do the ambient occlusion here. So here's our final carpet color, and we're gonna do something with it. What exactly we're gonna do? Well, let's try the simplest option here and just make overlay with this random color here, and make it really small like this. See how it looks. It's very subtle, but I think it's good. Like, it gives it a little bit of variety here on the flat parts. Yeah, this looks nice. Sorry. My throat does not listen to me. It has a life on its own. Okay, wait. Where's the... I want to make the white parts a little bit thinner. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just this one looks weird, but it will change during the animation. Okay, yeah, let's add some repeating stuff here and here. So that is actually very simple. We're gonna use the same setup as we used here, but instead we're gonna use different modular value. It will be smaller, so the repeats will be much. That's actually pretty cool. Look, this is nice too. Maybe I should make it smaller. I don't know. Again, not sure about this one. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, let's leave it at here. I wanted to change this value, I just forgot. Let's tie this together, and we can group this, because this basically is one operation to like make the repeating coordinate system on the corners. So I could use it twice. The only thing is that this one, hey, actually let's move it back up. Where it belongs. No. Oh no. Why cannot I select it? Come on. Oh, it's not a node. Alright. Here we go. Okay, that's better. So as I was saying, I can group this whole thing into one node because it's essentially one operation. And by doing this, I will make it reusable. So this vector is our input coordinates. This one is our frequency. Not frequency. Interval. This is our... Oh, let's call it vector, it's fine. It's the only one output. I don't have to rename it. Let's rename this to border coordinates. Here, much cleaner now. Alright, so I could reuse that to create new set of coordinates with a different interval. So if I just use a wave texture. Oh, I'm sorry, my stomach is going crazy. It's like one that was on the wall in my grandparents' flat. Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing basically. You know, sold carpets. I'm not sure the ones that was in Soviet flats were actually Iranian. Something tells me they weren't made in Iran, but they were based on the designs from there. Okay, let's see what I want to do. Oh yeah, let's try to make just a wave texture here. Wave texture. And use Y. Oh no. Oh, well, if I make a wave texture, I don't really need to repeat it, do I? Am I making this too hard? Okay, let's just make a distance. Have a threshold. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, all right. That's what I wanted to do. So I just need to offset this by something. Add. And mix it in here. Oh no, that's a different pattern now. Actually, I don't need to do it here. I could move back up for this one. So this should be connected to... You know what? I could even group this node here. So I could use it in any place on the graph. So I don't need those parameters. I'm gonna change them by hand in this group. So I could remove these inputs. Yeah, so I have this node, and it will refer to the same group inside it, so I can just use it here without doing this giant connection like this, right? Oh, it still needs the input vector. Well, input vector is just UV, right? So I could probably put it into the group. Yeah, I don't need this at all. Let's do it like this. Yeah, nice. So I could actually just delete this giant spider and use a copy of this node at any place where I need to. Might be a little less actually intuitive. Let's rename it to fiber pattern. And we're gonna make another color mix. Let's move all the post-processing here. This spider was my favorite kind of spider. I know, not a big fan of those, to be honest. Like, I mean the node spiders. I prefer nodes to be clean, but it's hard when you have very complex shaders. Okay, let's use this. Spider life matters. Okay. So here, let's probably make this red, actually. Oh no, I don't see it. Node spiders better than real spiders. I don't know, some real spiders are pretty cool. I'm not against spiders. As a concept. What if I want to offset this? I cannot do this because then it will just shift. It doesn't shift the repeating pattern. So I guess I will have to do this in the group. I'll need another node input here, which will be the offset, and I will need to add that to here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. There we go. Oh no. Let's add some sort of a pattern here too. So basically we need all the same nodes. Should be the color. Dark one, maybe. Oops. Yeah, all right. One thing I don't like about it now is those white parts are very low frequency. They're too smooth. Should make them more rugged. If I remember correctly, if I just increase the scale of this noise, that's not the right one. Sorry dude, I thought my thing will be later this evening, but it started earlier. Need to go. Alright, thank you for being here. I'll post, well, maybe actually, you know what, maybe it will be a 3-part series. I might finish the material today, but I might be making the scene tomorrow. Or maybe off stream, I'm not sure. Yeah, thank you. Bye. See ya. Carpet Trilogy, yeah. The end of the era. Okay, sorry. sorry. Let's go on with this. So yeah, I wanted to fix those white parts. I'm mostly happy with almost everything here, but those things are very weird. They look off. Should work on them. Why would you rebuild the shader? Okay, I don't need the offset. I need to change the interval here. Five. Yeah, alright. So where even are they? I think this node group creates the creates the corners. So let's dive into this and see what can be changed here. If I increase the scale, it does solve the problem, but it also introduces those weird holes. I don't like how they look. What if I don't use the 4D at all? What if I use 1D? Oh, yeah, I need to... It's not very good, is it? Maybe I could use two Voronoi, like one for the big shapes and a smaller one to make it a little more interesting. Maybe even just change the width of the white parts here. So I could use this out of this group actually. So I think this one controls the width. Yeah. So if I, instead of straight value from here, I modify it with some sort of noise or a texture. I could then make it a little more visually interesting. So let's see what it is. 2D. Let's try just simply add this value scaled by some other value. Let's see what it looks. Oh, it's not exactly what I wanted. What if I scale it down? Oh yeah, sure. That's what it should be. Let's see. Oh, I'm moving it down. Inside it should be... Oh, I lost it. Where is it? Should be going the other way, I think. Maybe it actually should be going both ways. So like right now the the outer part, the inner part is still flat. How would I do it without... Oh, I should probably just do the same to this threshold. Maybe even use the same number here. Yeah, let's just use the same number. Yeah, I think this is better. So now I need to do the same on this one, which is this and this. Yeah. So again, I could probably use the same texture, maybe even the same number here, just to be consistent. Ooh. All right. Hmm. Does it look better when it bubbles, like it looks like bubbles like this, or when it looks like eaten like this? Ah, it looks kind of like it's been torn. So what's the difference between those two? 0.02 and here is 0.022. Yeah, this looks a bit thicker. Maybe because this one is offset more. Not sure. It looks a bit too noisy, actually. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, what's this one? Yeah. Should be a little closer. And this one too. Okay, I'd say it's almost done. Like obviously I could spend infinitely more time on adding detail and implementing new patterns. I gotta stop at some point. Well, I think it looks rather carpety from the distance. I think that's what's important. Okay, I should probably move to animating it. Animating it. For how long I've been streaming? An hour and a half. Maybe I should actually make it a two-parter. So animating it wouldn't really take much time. I don't think so. And I also have to build a scene, which probably wouldn't take that much time too. And I would want to make it with people around. So probably we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, so today I made the material. I'd say it's finished. I'll call it finished. I could maybe change colors later, maybe tweak some parameters while I'll be animating it. But yeah, let's call it a day for now. I think it turned out pretty cool. So yeah, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Moscow time, which is 7 a.m. UTC, I'll continue doing this. I'm pretty sure that will be the last part of the carpet saga. So thank you for everyone who was here for the stream. Thank you for everyone who was in chat, and hope I will see you tomorrow. Thanks and bye.